Hey everybody, Gian Wells. This is Unit 3, Day 4 on dilations. And a dilation is a shrink or a stretch of an image. So if you can see for practice problem number 3, this one's a little bit tricky because what we have here is a fraction of 2/3. So since we know it's a fraction, we know it's going to be smaller, but how to do this is a little bit tricky. But first things first is I want to graph my triangle ABC. So let's see, I'm going to graph this in red. All right, so A is 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. That's A. B is 3, negative 3. And C is negative 3, negative 3. And connect all my lines. All right, so here's the tricky part. So I'm going to take each one of these coordinates, and since it's a scale factor of 2/3, I'm going to multiply each one of these by 2 and then divide by 3. So check this out. I'm going to show you the first one. So we're going to take coordinate 6, and I'm going to multiply it by 2/3. And remember, I can take any whole number and change it into a fraction by just slapping a 1 underneath. So really, this is 2 times 6 is 12, and then divided by 3, and when I reduce that, is 4. So what's going to happen is my 6's are going to change to 4's. I can do the same thing with 3. So 3, I'm going to change that into a fraction by just slapping a 1 underneath, and then multiplying it by 2/3. So I multiply my numerators, and that'll give me 6 over 3, which will be reduced to 2. So what I'm going to do on top is I'm going to put my image coordinates. So here we have A prime, and as I can see, my 6's are going to change to 4, so I'm going to change that to 4, 4. My B prime, all right, my 3 is going to change to 2, so I'm going to change that to 2, and then if that's a negative 3, that'll be a negative 2. And for C prime, since it's negative 3, this will just change to negative 2, negative 2. All right, now that I have my coordinates, I'm going to go back to my coordinate plane here, and I'm going to graph them. Let's see if I can do this. I'll do this in blue. All right, so A prime is going to be, what do we say, 4, 4. So 4, 4, which is right here, is our A prime. Our B prime is 2, negative 2. And our C prime is negative 2, negative 2. Connect all my dots, and it's okay that it overlaps, that's fine, but what you can clearly see here, since it was a dilation of a fraction, it got smaller. It went from the big red triangle to the smaller blue triangle. And remember, with dilations, we really stress this in class, the difference between congruent and similar. The only time that you have a similar relationship is in a dilation. So remember, dilations, they are similar image. They're both triangles, but it is smaller or bigger.